Hello, salutations, what it do? It's Sadat the Gamer, all father of the Do-Rag Gang. What's up, everybody? Figured I might as well start early, since it's like 50 people waiting. Genius Buttons here, bright and early. What's up, Connor? What's up, PlayStation Paradise? What's up, Real Spider-Man? Green Machine, Black Shadow, Constable. Craig, what's up? Iron Star in the building, what's good? What's up, Jordan Black? What's up, Jordan Ballin? What's up, Luis? What up, Prodigy? Any new Panther skins you know finna be drippy as heck, for sure. Sub Constable. So for those that didn't get the memo in the Discord, there is a dev stream, but it's not going to be the usual dev stream. And Andy, thank you, James, for the sub. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. So essentially, is what you're going to get is Andy's not here, but they're going to have Phil hop on Lejeune's stream, and he's going to be giving updates. Lejeune has some community questions that he's going to ask Phil. Phil will spend 30 minutes giving some kind of answer to the questions, and then Lejeune is going to call it a stream. So it's going to be, essentially, think of it as the dev stream, 30 minutes, but instead of Andy, it's going to be Lejeune and Phil. What's going on, Andrew, Zillion? What's up, Craig Roberts? Y'all know the vibes. Make sure the like button is blue. Subscribe if you're new. If you're trying to become a member, support the team. You get custom emotes, early access to videos, member exclusive content. Get hooked up with our private Discord where we share memes, unreleased builds. Got the link for the PS5 if you're looking for it. Just hit the join button today. Shout out to PC Beats for providing the soundtrack to my streams once again. What's up, James? Welcome, welcome. Brandon A, Discord is only for members. Hit that join button if you are interested. Get some cool perks. What's going on, Cloud 10? So the stream starts at 5. It's going to be hosted on both Lejeune and the Crystal Dynamics channel. I'm going to give my view to Lejeune. That is my preference, but essentially they're going to be showing pretty much the same thing. Phil is going to be joining Lejeune, and he's going to be giving updates about the game, and then he's going to spend 30 minutes answering questions. Lejeune has prepared questions that the community wants answers to, so hopefully Phil has some non-corporate responses. Did I see the 300 PS5 controller? Is there a new controller? What you're saying is $300? What's up, JDC? What's up, Jesse? When does the What If episode? Every Wednesday at 3 a.m. Is there validity to a roadmap? So the roadmap you're looking at in the thumbnail is a well-known fan-made roadmap by Ridmania. And I can say that based on leaks, some of the roadmap that he put together is in fact accurate. Will it be scripted? No. It's a live stream. Phil obviously has prepared responses because he has actual updates about the game, but Lejeune has some questions, and we'll see how it goes from there. $300 PS5 controller? Why? What is it? Solid gold? What is it? Shang-Chi next Friday. Am I going to watch it? I actually am. I think it's going to be good. MODOK villain sector, do I think it's true? I know it's definitely something they were working on because I personally heard the leaked audio files from the MODOK villain sector. So I know it's definitely something that is in development or was at some point. Guys say you had a blast with me and Doom Killer on the marketplace reaction. Yes, sir. Shout out Doom Killer HD. Actually, quick update about Doom Killer HD. First of all, thanks for everyone that showed love to Doom Killer HD. I had him on as my first ever guest host on Thursday. It was a lot of fun. He got his channel back. Google figured out a way to restore his channel. He doesn't have all his videos, but he does have the channel back. He's got his original subs. He's back around 3,700 subs. So he just needs to get his watch time back up so he can get into the monetization program. But he does not have to start completely over. So shout out Doom Killer HD. So happy for that guy. How long left? The stream is supposed to start at 5 Eastern time. Xbox. Yeah, Xbox down bad. Sorry Xbox. Do I think Black Panther's speed or lack thereof will be addressed? No, I don't. I've seen a lot of the questions that Lejeune is going to ask. They're asking priority. Because Phil is only there for a limited amount of time, they're sticking to the highest priority questions. Do you know if the science table has Black Panther updates? It should by now. Did I see the Saints Row trailer? I didn't see the trailer. I saw the cover art that people were really mad about. I hope the game isn't bad because I used to love Saints Row. Is the MCU Black Panther suit confirmed? Yes, there is going to be an MCU Black Panther firm. There's going to be an MCU Black Panther skin. The question is, when is it dropping? Could be next week for the anniversary. We'll have to see. Any word on Cloning Labs OLT? We'll have to see today. Hope they don't fix the chest plate for Black Panther. I'm sure they're going to take their time. What's up, True Savage? What's my theory on Doctor Strange? What? Which Doctor Strange? Him potentially being in Marvel's Avengers or the movie? What specifically? Saints Row remaster looks cheeks, but it's just your. I mean, you're not wrong. It does look cheeks, but I want to see some gameplay, hear some concepts of what they're going to do. Can I do an updated Black Panther build video? I can revisit Black Panther when I get some more pieces together. It won't be an update of what I did. It'll be probably a different build. Well, what are some things I'm excited for in the stream? Seeing that Phil is still alive. I thought they got rid of him. Did I hear there's a remake of the Hawk movie with Ruffalo? I did not. Please say he will answer questions about Spider-Man. Guys, they're not going to answer questions about Spider-Man. I've said this before, but anyone's new. Sony is handling Spider-Man. Crystal Dynamics is not going to tell you anything about Spider-Man other than the fact that they are still working on Spider-Man. He is coming out this year. Crystal Dynamics is not going to tell you anything substantial about Spider-Man in any of these streams. It's just not going to happen. Sony is going to tell you all about Spider-Man when it's ready. Until then, it's not happening. What are my thoughts on Midnight Suns? I thought the trailer was really good, and I am concerned that 2K is publishing, but it's not my kind of game anyway, so I'm not going to be playing it. I don't do tactical RPGs. Imagine if Doctor Strange Turok is the Mirror Realm. That would be cool. Please say he will answer a question about Spider-Man. I think I made that pretty clear. They're not going to answer questions about Spider-Man. The only Spider-Man updates we ever get during the dev streams are that they're still working on him. He's still coming out. If you really want to know about Spider-Man, you're gonna have to ask Sony or wait until they do a showcase. It's not happening, guys. Sorry. I know some of you are excited for Spider-Man. You're not getting that news. It's just not happening. Is Doctor Strange confirmed for this game? No. Doctor Strange was in the data files for the game. He is confirmed to be a part of the Marvel's Avengers universe. He is not currently in active development. What do I think of Emma Frost? She's cool. Yeah, coming from a 2K21 NBA player. Yikes. You're someone else's development. Yeah, I stayed very far away from 2K21. I knew that game was going to be cheeks. Horror mode though, yes sir. Hope we hear about horror mode. What's my theory on him being in Marvel's Avengers? He's already confirmed to be in Marvel's Avengers. We just don't know if he's going to be a playable character. It's going to be a while. I mean, let's just see if they can get through this next year first. Is Captain Marvel coming soon? No. We need a reveal of at least Kira. Would they show Spider-Man on the roadmap? I actually doubt it. It's possible, but I doubt it. How do I feel about the Avengers disrespect? I thought it was a great episode. Thank you, sir, for everything. Hey, what's up, Doom Killer? You already know. Did you miss anything important? Hasn't started yet. Who was confirmed to be a playable character? All the characters currently in the game, and according to leaks, She-Hulk, War Machine. Well, maybe War Machine, but definitely She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, and obviously Spider-Man. Do I think Lejeune will ask about cosmetic vendor? That I don't know. I didn't see that on the questions, but that was early in the morning. I know they're working on it, but that's the extent I know. Am I coming back for 2K22? I gotta look into it, but not looking great. Do I use Sonic on my Black Panther build? Yes, I do. Gear reroll crafting is definitely needed. Do I think they're going to use some of the skins from Future Revolution? I mean, in terms of, do I think they're going to look at Future Revolution and use those skins? No. Do they have skins in common, or could they have skins in common? Yes. They both, for instance, are doing MCU skins. Spider-Man trailer. There's going to be no Spider-Man anything. Definitely not on a random dev stream. Do I think they'll ever add Quicksilver? No. Captain Marvel will be the next one after Spider-Man. They're probably going to make her an expansion. Madden 22 is cheeks. I haven't played Madden, no cap. I haven't played Madden since 06. That for me was peak Madden. After that, I stopped playing Madden. Could imagine Sadat playing. I mean, I was a competitive 2K20 player. I just knew enough about 2K to know that 2K21 wasn't going to get any better. When is the roadmap coming out? That's what we're waiting to find out. Did I see anything about champion points in the questions list? I personally asked Lejeune to include a question about the champion list, the champion system. Dude, trash isn't the word for this year's Madden. It's so bugged. Oh, wow. Today, official stream of developers. Yes, it is, except Lejeune is hosting it alongside Phil instead of Andy. Are they going to show an official roadmap? Not today. Do I play ball in real life? Sure do. Also train other players. Is there a dev stream on at 5 p.m.? Any word on Black Panther MCU skin for today's dev stream? That's what we're waiting to find out. What is basically the roadmap? It's if you for those that are just coming into the game, roadmaps, just like with other games, is just an outline of upcoming content. The last roadmap came out in, I believe, April, and the last item on that roadmap was War for Wakanda. So we're waiting for the next roadmap, which will cover content drops for the rest of this year. I haven't missed anything since 06. It's been trash. You can only polish a turd so much, GK. What do I think of Miss Marvel? She's not a bad character. It all with a lot of characters, it just depends on how people are writing them. In this game, I think she has some flaws in her combat, but she can be very powerful. Aren't all the Madden and 2K just the same game, but with improving graphics every new release? I mean, pretty much. With some years being better than others in terms of features and things. Am I playing later? I actually haven't even hooked it up for playing. I'm probably going to end after the stream ends. Early congrats on the 5K. I appreciate it. We are definitely almost there. Everybody make sure you smash the like button. We have a ridiculous 341 people in here right now. My goodness. Thank you, Sanabu. Appreciate you. Do I think Black Panther saved the game? I don't think Black Panther was ever going to save the game. And after the update that we got, I definitely don't think the update saved the game. I think the game is probably going to go free to play at some point. But some of the stuff in War for Wakanda looks like it could be good in the future if they expand on it. But no, I don't think just Black Panther itself like significantly changed the outlook of the game. What's up, Black Tiger? What's up, Jacob? Nope, we're still waiting for it to start. I started a little early because there were so many people waiting. Kyle has returned to Avengers videos. I mean, he can't quit this game. I don't blame him. You just got the rise of the Black Panther comic series. Is it any good? Appreciate you, Craig. If the roadmap is not today, then what did they give us? They're giving us updates about what's coming next for the game, potentially when the roadmap is coming out. What level am I for Black Panther? You're at 118. I'm at 150 for all characters. Good afternoon, George. What's up? Congrats on the 500K. Wow, I wish it was 500K. we're not there. Wait, are we there yet? How many subs are we at right now? Yeah, 500K is definitely a goal in the future, but we're not there yet. Looks like we're currently sitting at 4,943 subs. We're very close to 5K subs. Our moderator is very close to having to eat crickets on stream. Just sub. Thank you, Mike. Mike's Pants. Appreciate you. By now we pretty much know what can make the game better going forward. The question is how and when it's going to be implemented. Sub Jaden. Sub Bobo. Dev stream is supposed to be 5 p.m. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't started yet. Still waiting. He better eat them chocolate ones. I told him to get the chocolate, but he said they're already flavored. He doesn't want to add the chocolate. Bobo in the chat. I don't think it's that Bobo. They canceled again. I'm pretty confident it's not going to get canceled again. Because Lejeune is the one that's technically hosting it. What's the new roadmap? We're waiting for information about when the new roadmap is going to come out. Possibly next week. 500K, but you're going to have to eat a live squid. Yeah, we'll explore our options for when we hit 500K. That's very far in the future from what, unless I have a huge content thing or something. But yeah, at 5K, Tyversal eats crickets. If we hit 10K this year, 2021, if we hit 10K subs this year, I'll give away a PS5. Do I stream on Twitch? I don't right now. Channel's growing. Yes, sir. Thank you, Johnson. Lejeune has a hurricane heading this way. Yeah, that's true. That's what he said. He was going to end his stream right when Phil is done answering questions. He said like 30 minutes. That's why he's not going to keep playing after. Cap. What's Cap, Rebel? They'll go with an older Peter or a teenage. I guess teenage. Pretty sure it's not that Jaden Smith. I said I was going to give a PS5 away at 1K subs. That's pure cap, Genius Button. That's pure cap. That definitely never happened. After this, Axel does why does the BP Harm Room drop random comics instead of his own? That is a great. I don't know if they'll get to the comics because there's a lot of priority. Because Phil's not going to be there that long, or Lejeune, because he has to prepare for the hurricane. So I think they're going to keep it to the most pressing questions. Who's y'all favorite rappers? My favorite is Lupe Fiasco. You just got catfished. Gotta watch out for those models, my guy. Just because they say they're models on the internet does not mean it's true. Need that Toby Peter, the skin in the game? That'd be cool. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fit. Back over to June's channel. Oh, still nothing. Is Lejeune on YouTube? He doesn't stream on YouTube. He only streams on Twitch. See if there's anything going on Twitter. That I need to be aware of in terms of the start time. Don't see. Yeah, don't see anything. Looks like as of 20 minutes ago, still on time. Oh, Lejeune is live. Let's see.
What's good, y'all?
What's up?
Can y'all hear Phil?
All right, they're all set up.
What's good, Horder? What's good, Super? Oh, y'all can hear him?
Good.
Okay, cool. I want to make sure. Okay, cool. Okay, we're straight. Well, Chad, this is my second official Dell stream. I think that is, yeah. I remember, yeah, we did one like last year, like way back. So
Yeah, we played a vault, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
I
did.
remember.
That was a long time ago. Man.
It was.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
It felt like it. But yeah, like just update us. Where you been? I guess the chat want to know where you been. They asking it right now in the chat.
Well, there's exciting stuff and there's boring stuff. So the boring stuff is I moved, so that kept me busy for a while. And the exciting stuff is I've been working on some upcoming content, and I've been spending a lot of my energy towards the end game content that's coming up. So definitely very exciting stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like the way you said soon. You know, I like that. But
I appreciate that.
yeah. Is there
Soon.
like any updates that you gotta give us, or?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, so obviously, man, like the reaction to Wakanda, that's just awesome. I mean, even though I've been pretty busy, like just seeing everybody react to Black Panther, you know, and the level is amazing. Like it's so much fun. We spent so much energy on making sure that it came out the way it did, making sure that, you know, we were respectful of the content.
This doesn't sound like an update.
Just all of it coming together.
Sounds like stalling.
It was super exciting. It was also amazing to see you guys react to it. And yes, I know my voice is a little scratchy right now. Just before the stream, I was in a big team meeting, so I've been talking nonstop for like a couple of hours now. So it's just getting tired.
That's
Plus, it's
understandable.
Friday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I feel up. But
But I'm here. I'm here. I would not miss this for the world.
especially it's been a while.
Yeah. Also, I can tell you guys. So there's a patch that's coming next week. So it's gonna fix a bunch of little things, but specifically, you know, I know some of you are gonna be bummed about this, but there's some gear.
The
that's-
black,
that's
they're nerfing Black Panther.
That's getting adjusted.
They're nerfing Black Panther.
And it's always scary when we talk about adjustments, but you know it's way too good. You know what you're doing.
They're nerfing Black Panther.
The Black Orb issue with the Vibranium effect getting fixed too. I know there's some Thor MCU cape clipping issues that are getting fixed.
More nerfs.
We're also adding a new daily and weekly mission chain that's going to let you get some resources in multiplayer, so that's some cool stuff. And there might be a surprise in that patch. I'm not allowed to say anything else. Andy was very specific, you know, it's like don't make him in trouble. So, but stay tuned. Might be something that you're excited about in there. So I would keep an eye out for that next patch.
Stop the cap.
Yeah. So somebody was asking roadmap. We're still working on. So it is a matter of. I don't want to say soon because I know how much you guys love that one.
Man said a surprise.
It's really not far off.
Surprise horde mode.
On a couple of final details, but it's happening very, very shortly. There you go. I didn't say soon.
Hey, I'm expecting that. I don't know. I mean, of course, you know, people got, you know, their speculations on when that's coming, but I mean, I have mines, but we just go out to see at the end of the day.
Horde mode.
But
yeah. I mean, you know us, right? As soon as humanly possible, we'll get it out. We just need to make sure that all the details are accurate, that everybody signs off, and all the fun stuff.
I'm gonna ask Lejeune. I'm a DM Lejeune after this. I need to find out for myself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we about to get into the questions. So we have the first question that I think a lot of people might want to know. Are there like more things like coming with Wakanda? Say for instance, like, well, that's if you could talk about this, like, you know, villain sectors or OLT, something like that. You think that something might be coming with Wakanda with that, or you can't say?
Well, the roadmap is really where we're gonna talk about the upcoming content. So that's really when those updates are coming. I will tell you that we're always looking at mixing our efforts between adding to what's there and adding new.
What's up, the Wakanda raid?
Balance that you're going to see from us.
He just did ask about that.
So I can't go into a lot of those details until the roadmap's out. But I think
he just asked about the Wakanda OLT.
What's
Bobo.
up, that's for sure.
Okay, I like that answer. So of course, with the Super Adaptoid OLT out, I remember you stating, like, you know,
that is Lejeune.
A third OLT. Has like the feedback from the Super Adaptoid boss fight, you know, like had some, I guess say like changes or something made to this, or you just took into it?
Yeah, I mean that's a great point. So we're always learning from doing these things, and certainly there's some things that we know we could have done better. The next OLT that's coming out, you're certainly going to see some of those learnings, and it's kind of weird because when you guys play the content, you know, we've been working on it for a long time, so sometimes it doesn't take into account everything that we've learned from just something that came previously. But in this case, because we were kind of working in parallel on these things, and the Claw OLT that's, you know, we've talked about is something that's a much bigger scope. We've had time to actually introduce some of those changes. So we know that you guys want more challenges. We know that, you know, you want these things to work right and to not have, you know, big problems right off the bat, like, hey, you can, you know, pin particle that thing and something terrible happens. So we get that, right? So we're trying to pay very special attention to these things to make sure that they're good. So yeah, I mean, we're always learning. We're always getting better. I will say that the next endgame content that you're about to play is definitely taking a lot of these things into account. I think for those of you that are looking for a tough challenge, you're going to be you're gonna be served.
He's doing a whole lot, saying a whole lot without saying
Speaking
anything.
about the OLT,
Professional.
I wouldn't be right if I didn't ask this. Like what
Gotta.
is there something like for? Can there be like an adjustment or something for melee characters, for instance? Because in a Super Adaptoid boss fight, in my opinion, I feel like melee is at a huge disadvantage. Like, is that something else y'all like took into consideration with melee characters, or like somebody that want to do like a melee build?
Right. So I totally understand where you're coming from. I think it's something that we've talked about a lot. Well, I think. I mean, I know we have because I was there. We've been talking about this to a good extent. I mean, it's fun to challenge both melee and air, and I think the Super Adaptoid did, a better job of challenging you when you're close to it. It's hard for me to answer that question without, talking about details for upcoming stuff, so I'm really trying to think through my head. But yes, the short answer is we're trying to have a better balance between how we're challenging the flyers and the ground characters. I will tell you this much. If you're playing a flyer and you're used to skipping stuff and being safe in the air, there's quite a few things in the next level that are gonna challenge you on that. So you hoverers that are hanging out above the Super Adaptoid, calling out the poor melees for getting beat up and being down all the time, you're gonna have to pay attention on the next one.
Oh,
that's what's gonna happen.
Hey, I'm glad. It wouldn't be me if I didn't answer this, because a lot of people have been coming to me asking that. So yeah, I'm very glad we got that answer out the way. Speaking about that, with Wakanda, as you guys know in the last boss, if you guys have played it, you would know that you fight Claw and Crossbones at the same time for the final boss. For something like that, what was the idea behind it, and do you feel like we might see something like that in the future with fighting like two bosses at the same time?
I think the more villains, the better, and certainly any of them that can team up with their lieutenants or minions is very, very interesting. I will tell you that while we absolutely love what we did with Crossbones and Claw, we're not doing the same thing in our Claw OLT that we've talked about. So the endgame content, isn't a copy of that fight. So it's something different. But will you see team ups again? Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we absolutely love. I think that the game can absolutely use more villains and more of their lieutenants. So the more, the better. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I like that. And a new game mode that was introduced into War for Wakanda was Horde mode, Threat Sector. Now, do you feel like that, like the feedback or just overall that Horde mode, do you feel like it could be something that could turn into its own game mode itself? Like have like a specific Horde mode where you could just fight certain enemies like that in the future? In the future for the game?
I think that kind of feedback is the stuff that we take into consideration when we look at what else we want to build in the future.
That's a no.
When people really latch on to a certain type of gameplay, then we take that into consideration, right? So there's a lot of things that could become their own mode or get expanded on. So I would say, when you really love a certain type of content, just let us know, because we certainly pay attention. And I know, I haven't been super, super present in a lot of streams or even online lately, just because I've been so busy, but I still read and I still get all the feedback. So you tell us what you want, and
no Horde mode, guys.
Into consideration.
Okay, dope. Because I feel like a Horde mode would fit perfectly in this one, to be honest. Especially how it was. I think it was a bug where you could go in the harm room and it'll spawn like all the enemies at once.
Yes.
And
I still have that bug.
It was pretty hectic. So I feel like a Horde mode would be pretty dope to have in this game. So for the next question I have for you is, a question that a lot of people do, at least wanted me to ask, from what I was been asking around, is about the gear cap and like like a recalibration station, somewhat like that. Is the gear cap still coming along with the third OLT? And of course with the recalibration, like, can you give like not thoughts about it, but like, do you see something like that happening at least?
Right. So I can tell you that some of those questions you're going to get answered when we get the roadmap out. So I can't talk about them just yet. but we do have plans. I can at least say this much: like we have.
Oh yeah, they're
plans
never going to
to
let
make the
me
whole
ask
gear
questions.
situation better.
That's
It's
never
gonna happen
happening.
in stages. I know I've been talking about
Yeah.
this for a long time. It's absolutely
No
happening.
way.
It's not all going to happen at once, but we're looking at all aspects of gear. So the idea that some of the gear gets outdated, the idea that some of the gear isn't exactly what you'd want, the difficulty of getting it, the meaningfulness of getting it. That's even a word. It's just it's kind of like a lot of different things put together. And again, I wish I could be super specific, but until the
Yeah.
roadmap comes out, I'm not going to go into details. Once it does, though, then absolutely, we're going to dive into details. Like you're going to have people like you guys have already talked a couple times with Mike McTire, so we'll have him come on. Like we'll probably do a blog, some streams. We'll talk about those details. We're going to dig into these things like in the short term. We just need to make sure that we've got the roadmap out first, and then we'll go into details. So we're not being, evasive just for the fun of it. It's things we're going to talk about.
Okay, cool. I like that. That's a dope answer. Now, of course, with War for Wakanda, when it comes to quality of life features, we got introduced to like the new UI, and once you go to the new UI for the character, they have a loadout. So of course, I remember you did state, I think it was you or it was somebody else that like will be getting like multiple loadouts, or the loadouts will be coming in general. Do you have an update, or at least not at least you could as much you could talk about when it comes to like multiple loadouts being implemented, or is that something you can't talk about yet?
So it's still absolutely something that we want to do, and I'll answer it this way: like we certainly want the game to have a more meaningful gear loop in the way that you would want a certain type of gear to do some content, and that sort of feature would really help facilitate that. So knowing our high level intentions, that gives you an idea of how interested we are in doing this, which is very much so. Again, I wish I could go into a lot more details about that, but it certainly fits in our current vision for what the gear and how the content plays is. So we'll give you an update as soon as possible on that.
Okay, cool. Appreciate that one. Now, of course, as this is a frequent question I get asked a lot. Do you have any updates on the cosmetic vendor?
He did it.
So
He did it.
Yeah, we're gonna have some updates on that short term. Some of it is gonna be on this side of the year, and some of it is gonna be for eventually. So I know it's probably not gonna cover everything that everybody wants to see, but cosmetics is actually there's actually a lot of things that tie into that. So I'm trying to tell you guys as much as I possibly can here.
Yeah.
We're looking into multiple aspects of the cosmetics. Some of it is the vendors, some of it is the skins, some of them is what you get in game, right? So there's a lot of different aspects to it. So some of those aspects we're going to talk about soon. Some of them are going to be for a little bit later. So that's basically what I'm, kind of circling around. So is it coming? Yes, but the cosmetic update is sort of like a catch-all for a whole lot of different topics right now. So I think what we're going to do, just to make the conversation better, both for us and just for you guys, is we're going to break down what we used to call that cosmetic upgrade into different topics, and then that way you'll know exactly what's coming and what we can talk about, so it'll be easier.
Okay. And I see another question in chat that a lot of people talk about as well is the horde mode. I mean, not horde mode, patrol mode. I forgot. I don't know why I said horde mode.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any updates on that one, on patrol?
I don't have updates today, other than it's something that we're still absolutely working on. So definitely expect updates on that.
Okay. I see another question in chat. Someone was asking, like, was there ever any plans on adding in like a Wakanda faction? Like how we have Shield and the Inhuman faction. Was there ever a plan of adding a Wakanda one?
It's a possibility. It's certainly the kind of place that would be well suited to have a faction. We haven't announced anything along those lines yet, but that's something that could happen in the future.
Okay. I see someone asking about a Black Panther MCU skin. Well,
I mean,
I don't know if you can talk about that.
That could happen. We haven't announced anything, but that's certainly a possibility.
Okay.
trying to get me in trouble with Andy.
Yeah, I'm testing the waters right now. I ain't trying to get you. I ain't trying to put you out there.
We know, I'll put, we know what you guys like, so we certainly evaluate all your requests and all the things that you're interested in saying. So,
okay. Let me see. Someone asked, like, will we be able to adjust the team size soon? So, say for instance, I think what they're trying to say. Say for instance, you want to go into, not a mega level threat because that's multiplayer. But say for instance, you want to go into a hive with just by yourself and now with like AI teammates. I think that's what they mean about that with the team adjustment size.
so being able to control how many companions you bring with you. It's not something that we've announced, but it's something that we've talked about, and it's something that I'd like to do. Certainly, I understand the desire to do that, to either go, by yourself or with some specific amount of companions. So, I would consider that something that we're seriously investigating.
Okay, cool. I like that. I see someone asks about, have you, since you are the Warzone director, have you ever thought about doing like a live event for like a certain, just for a certain event that's going on during that period?
What do you mean specifically? Like a live event around like a piece of content?
Yeah. Like say for instance, since it's already in the game, say for instance, there's like a countdown for the Creed that is coming in. Once you go into certain missions, you'll be able to see the mission, the Creed ship coming in the atmosphere, something like that. You can just see it, look in the sky and see it. Just something.
Yeah, stuff like that is super cool. Do I want to do stuff like that, and have I thought about it? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of people on the team that feel like that'd be a super cool thing to do. I think it's the kind of stuff that we'd love to do. So I'll say this much, because I think that's super interesting, and it makes the world really cool. And it's I especially love if you're going into a mission and you were to see something like what's this thing, and then you can kind of like do some theory around it and talk with other people and be like, I just saw this cool thing in the sky. What does it mean? What's it for? Right? I love that stuff. Like I play games that have that, right? So for me, that's awesome. So I'd love to do that. Absolutely.
Okay, I like that. Someone is asking about Emo Will. Any updates on that?
No, not today. That's not something that we've announced, but we certainly have heard the request for that many times, loud and clear. I can promise you that.
100%.
Many times. Still not here.
Someone asked about the HUD, where say for instance, how you could, some instances where like clips or something where the HUD would be completely turned off, or like the Jarvis barrier, for example, how you could just turn that effect off. Is that something that you guys can see happening, like in a timeline of adjusting that or making it accessible for people?
It's a possibility. I mean, it's something that we've talked about, and we've certainly seen the feedback. So you never know with these things, but we've absolutely gotten that feedback. Same thing with people asking, with ways to turn off various things. Like we've heard that feedback. So we'll let you guys know when those features happen, if they happen.
Okay. And for the photo mode users out there, I do have this question wrote down for the photo mode. Do you see any updates coming along for like photo modes to improve it, or you just not sure yet?
I don't know right now, to be honest. That's something I would have to dig into. I haven't really worked on the photo mode, but I can certainly dig into that.
Okay. I see a question about. They asked about the bug chest piece. It's getting nerfed. It's gonna get fixed. We're not nerfed. It's gonna get fixed.
It's getting fixed more than nerfed. Yeah.
It's getting fixed. Stormbreaker. Oh, they want to know why Thor didn't have Stormbreaker.
He just doesn't. That's as much as I'll say on that. But
why is he keeping that part a secret?
I'll answer this a different way. I know that you guys would love to see some weapon swaps on the heroes, and that's something that we would love to do. Whether we're going to do it or not isn't something that we've announced yet, but we certainly like that idea.
Bro, we know they tried to make Stormbreaker and
I
they
see
kept
someone asking
breaking.
about new team takedowns.
Why is he keeping that a
something
secret?
like that being added into the game. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, we love team takedowns. The more we can have, the better. So will there be more in the future? More than likely is the best answer I can give you right now.
Okay. It's very nice. Someone asked about villain sectors. No. I had a question about when it comes to the new Sonic and Vibranium effects. Or for some people that might not know, Sonic basically is like a battery. Once you apply the full effect, you basically get charge rate for your heroics and intrinsic. And for Vibranium, once you fully apply it, the enemy explodes. Did you get reports of like Vibranium not working correctly at all? Because I've been testing it out.
So we've been digging into that, and I know we've been contacting some of you that have been having some issues. To be honest about it, we've been having a hard time reproducing some of the specific cases that people have showed us.
Yeah.
Like we got some reports that caps, range, and heroics weren't working with, I think it was with Vibranium.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been able to actually reproduce that one, and I know we contacted somebody that posted up a video. So we're still investigating. That doesn't mean there's no issue. That just means we haven't quite figured it out just yet. So if you do run into that problem and you would like to give us some information, that can always help us figure it out a little bit quicker. So feel free to get a hold of anybody on community, and we'll look into it.
Okay, cool. Chad, he can't talk about Spider-Man. Chad, I seen it. He can't talk about Spider-Man.
I wish I could, but we'll talk about Spider-Man soon. It's all about the roadmap, guys. Like once the roadmap comes out, then we'll be able to talk about more content, and we'll go from there. So after the roadmap, we'll have a lot of good conversations about what's on there, what isn't on there, what's coming, what's not coming. So just be a little bit more patient. We're not far off.
Okay, cool. I like that. Someone had a question when it comes to like rewards overall. I had a question about this as well. I'm glad somebody brought that up. I forgot his name, but say for instance, like when it comes to certain loot, I think y'all spoke about this, where each character will be able to get like a certain, say for instance, like for the mega level threat, you can just run it. I think y'all said it, where characters for each character can run the mega level threat and get the rewards. But do you feel like sometimes you can make some of these rewards or some of these bonuses like permanent or not, like time gated, I guess you could say? I think that's what I saw in the chat. Someone said when it comes to time gating certain rewards.
I guess it depends what you would mean about time gated. Are we talking about a reward that's only available for a specific amount of time, or?
You don't know what time gating,
I think they're probably talking about when it comes to like for this week. Say for instance, since we're getting like three exotic drops, I think it resets like Monday. I think it resets Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. I think it is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, and weekly exotics as well. It's like the mega level threat, how you can run it once you run it that one time in that week, it'll go away. Do you think like there'll be like a way, or less like a thought about making it where the OLT will probably drop exotics not frequently, but like you get a percentage chance of getting it if you complete it, something like that.
So part of the conversation and the design that's happening around improving the gear is definitely about making sure that when you do something like an omega level threat, that you're getting an appropriate reward, and it's something that, I don't want to say like predictable in the sense of exactly what you're getting, but predictable in the sense of you should expect a certain payout for doing a certain type of content, right? And I think the way that we're looking at doing things in the future is that you should feel a lot more rewarded for doing these things, and then there should still be things to keep going after. So it's hard to talk about without going into details, so I'm not being evasive on purpose, but I can tell you that we're looking at changing the way that we're doing it right now. So I guess the way you could look at it is, currently right now you're like, there's not a guarantee that you'll get an exotic all the time, and then even if you do, it might be something that you're really not interested in.
Yeah.
we're trying to shift that a little bit more towards more predictability on those two fronts without making it trivial, right? So it's all about rewarding you for the time that you invest and making sure that you're making good gear choices. So that's the direction, and I get that it's vague, but we'll be able to
Yeah.
talk about the details once we get closer to releasing those features.
Okay, awesome. How much time you have left? Because I know, you have a certain limited amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can answer maybe a couple more questions, and then I probably have to run.
Okay. What chat? Oh, let me see. Will you be able to select the option? Oh, no, that I can't ask that, Suki. That's probably for Andy, to be honest. Oh, someone asked like, would it be like a certain change where you could have, say for instance, you're running with your AI team, where they could earn XP? Something like that would be nice, but I feel like it's a little bit strong. But I would like to at least know what you think about that.
To do what exactly? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Like where, say for instance, you're running with an AI Hulk, and
Yeah.
you still get like levels for the AI Hulk. That's a part of your
Oh,
team.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah.
We'd have to think about that one. I mean, we don't want
Yeah.
to trivialize leveling the heroes because obviously that's a big part of the game.
Yeah.
But I understand the idea. I mean, we'll think about it. I mean, it's an interesting suggestion.
Huh? Someone asks, would Avengers be getting new skills when it comes to like previous Avengers, like for the original 6 that is already out compared to now?
It's a possibility. It's not something that we've announced, but you never know. I mean, we always look into, would we want to add a new hero? Would we want to update an older hero? Would we want to add villains or, put older villains in other content? Like, it's always a balance between what we want to add to the game and what we want to modify in the game. So I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say yes. It's the kind of stuff that we always have to evaluate. But certainly, I mean, you've seen some updates to existing heroes, like with champion levels. So stuff like that can happen. So I would just say stay tuned for us announcing more features.
Okay, nice. Speaking about champion levels and when it comes to like just getting general, do you feel like there can be like a little bit of changes when it comes to the champion system, or like what's the pipeline for that?
It's a possibility. I mean, it always depends on what we get out of it and the feedback and its role in the game at any given time. So the team that's working on gear is definitely looking at how that interacts with the champion system. So I don't have any specific things I could call out today that are changing, but we're always evaluating what benefit it gives in the game. I will say that there's a lot of learnings for us around how we present in UI sort of like that information, right? Because I know that some of these things ended up being a little bit misleading because of percentages and damage numbers and things of that nature. So we totally understand that some of that stuff ended up being, I guess it was disappointing for some people because they expected different things, by the way that data was displayed. So and you might just be, hey, I loved it, or hey, I hope it was something different. I totally get that. So a big learning for us is how we present that and how much of an impact it has. So I don't have any changes that I can talk about today, but certainly that's something we take into consideration.
Okay. Snoozy asks, is there like at least a thought of joining in session progress? Like, say for instance you disconnect in a hive or like OLT or something like that, you could just rejoin. Is there any like thoughts of that, happening in the future or something like that?
It's not a feature that we've announced, but it's something that we'd like to do. We certainly understand the desire for it. So if it's something that we end up doing, we'll certainly make sure to let everybody know, because that's sort of something that would improve the game.
Okay. And speaking about, I'm not sure, I think I've spoken this or not, if I remember correctly, but what is like your stance or opinion on when it comes to gear re-rolling or something like that, how like it can affect how big it could be for Avengers? Did you speak on that earlier or no?
I mean, it's going to be about the same answer I was giving you earlier about us looking into the gear moving forward.
Yeah.
We want players to be able to make better choices and to have more flexibility. So what form that takes is something that we're going to communicate on when we get closer to having those features. But I would say, we play the game too. I mean, we've been
Do
listening to your
do you
feedback,
play the
so
game?
I think you're going to be excited to hear the changes that are coming. It's really just a matter of we need to get closer.
Stop
to
the cap
that
immediately.
content
You do
being
not play this
released, and
game.
we'll be able to
None of
talk
y'all
about
play this
specific
game.
details.
Stop the
But
cap.
Fear is going to get some improvements. You just have to be a little bit patient, and we'll go into a lot of details as soon as we can.
Like that. Someone asked about the Sonic disruption, about the visual itself for it. Is there any talks on having that change? Because it can clutter up the screen once that effect is fully applied on our characters. Because any updates on that?
Yeah, I mean the intent was that it's pretty debilitating, so that you either
It's a possibility. It's not something we've announced, but maybe in the future, possibly we test our own game.
People that told us, hey, it's making motion sick, so it's a conversation. I can't promise anything, but I can at least tell you we're talking about it, because I understand that for some people it's just overwhelming.
Bruh,
That's understandable.
I'm asleep.
I had that on me.
Yeah.
It was pretty insane. But I'm glad to hear that's being worked on.
My man said he plays the game. I'm asleep.
Unfortunately, that's about all the time I have. I do have to go run to more meetings, but it was super fun to hang out, man. We'll have to do it more often.
Cool, 100%. Phil, I got one more question for you.
Okay, last one. Go for it.
How excited for you for the anniversary of the game?
Oh,
and
dude.
Is there any hints that you can, if you can or not, is there any hints that you could give us on whatever, if there's something that is planned for the anniversary, if you could say.
Yeah, I can't give any details about anything, but I am super stoked for the anniversary, especially looking back at all the time since the game launched and how things have evolved and how the community's evolved and all the things that we have done and the things that we will be doing. It's exciting. It's a big milestone, and it's certainly. I'm looking forward to talking with you guys about our plans, now and for later. So, yeah, I wish I could give you guys more details, but it's awesome. I mean, even I know we've had some tough spots, but I still love the game. I'm still super excited to work on it. I'm still excited to work on it in the future, right? So, it's good times, especially with the release of Wakanda. I mean, it's such a positive event that looking forward to more of those moments.
I understand that 100%. Well, yeah, I'm glad you came through. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the questions that was answered. Chad, we can't ask about Clonal Labs. Come on now.
I just don't have an update on it. I'm sorry. I would if I had one, but yeah, it's at least you've asked. You did your duty.
Yeah, I at least tried to throw it in, Chad. I tried to throw it in with Clone Labs. I saw you asking for it. But I appreciate it coming through, Phil.
Thanks for having me. We'll hang out soon.
100%.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Later, man.
Appreciate it. Later. Chad, I tried. Chad, I tried. I tried to ask, Chad. Chad, I tried to ask. I tried to ask with Clonal Labs. I tried, Chad. I ain't lying. I tried. Alright, Chad. You better get litty. Hold on. Appreciate everybody that came through. Oh, man, I forgot.
So, how did everybody like the dev stream? Were all your questions answered? I feel like that was very productive. I feel like Phil gave some very detailed answers to all Lejeune's questions. He in no way evaded or gave any corporate answers. I mean, I think there was a dub. What do you guys think? I think we got. Did anything not get addressed? I feel like we got everything. That was great. Phil, Phil, no complaints from me. Every question that I had about the game, Phil told me exactly what I need to hear. Looks like we got a consensus in the chat. Yeah, looks like everybody's saying dub. I'm seeing a lot of W's in the chat. Wow. So many W's in the chat. Damn, you guys really love the stream too. Wow. Yeah, I agree. Phil was amazing. Phil answered so many questions. I was surprised myself. I thought Phil was going to get in trouble from Andy because of just the detail he was going into about everything. I mean, when he said all will be revealed with the roadmap, I was like, what? He's going to tell us stuff when the roadmap comes out? Yo, that was insane, bro. This, hands down, best dev stream they've ever put on. Phil came with the heat. He delivered. He answered everything we needed to know. It was awesome. Thank you, Phil, for finally being honest and forthcoming with us. Honestly, I was a bit cynical. I went over Lejeune's questions before the stream and was like, okay, well, these are good questions that you have here, but I was worried that Phil was going to give, these long-winded corporate non-answers where he says a lot of stuff without actually saying anything and says variations of soon, or it's a possibility, or we haven't announced that yet, but maybe we'll look for it, that sort of stuff. But I was blown away by how transparent Phil was. I mean, wow. He's probably going to get some calls from Andy and the folks over at corporate after this one. I mean, come on, guys. Say something for the roadmap. Jesus Christ. Phil just I just wanted a little bit of tea. Phil took the whole kettle and just dumped all the tea out on the floor. Huge dub for that one. Is Andy Phil's boss? No. Andy is communications. Phil is the Warzone director. I mean, I couldn't believe it when he said that he heard our feedback about the emote wheel. Like, he said he actually heard our feedback about the emote wheel after a year of us asking about the emote wheel every day. He actually heard it, bro. Can you believe that? Like, wow. They actually heard us. He said my man had the gyrus barrier for those questions. It was just as pleasing to hear. Oh, and he said he played the game, bro. I never felt so close to Crystal Dynamics, bro. They said they actually played a game. Like a Met. How do you apply for it? I mean, go to school, get an internship, work your way up. They can't even admit that the champion system is broken. I mean, I thought Phil gave a great answer on the champion system. He basically said, I mean, some people might think it's broken. Some people might not. People have opinions. Who knows who's right or wrong? At the end of the day, we take feedback. We hear things, tell us stuff, and we'll look into it. Like, bruh, he was spitting. Phil was spitting out there, bro. I don't think y'all heard this man, bro. He said he hears our feedback. He's listening, bro. He is spitting. He said to each their own, bro. I never even thought of that before, bro. People out here saying, oh, the champion system sucks. Oh, this doesn't work and this doesn't work. Or we tested it. This doesn't work. When are they going to fix it? And he's like, bro, it's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Some people might love the champion system. They might love spending hours grinding for XP, putting it into melee or heroic effectiveness or range and not seeing any notable difference. Some people might actually like that, bro. Who thought of that? This dude is a legend. This bro's a genius, bro. This boy Phil is a poet. My God. Yo. And they're fixing they're not patching, they're not nerfing the chess piece. They're going to fix the chess piece, guys. Can you believe it? Bro, no cap chat. How long have I been telling them, bro, this Black Panther chess piece, it's not working. It's broken. People hate it. They hate getting this chess piece, putting it on Black Panther and feeling powerful. They just got it. They thought it was just a nice boost to defense, and then all of a sudden they're seeing like 10 times increase to their damage, and they're like, yo, what's happening? Why am I so strong? This is not right. We're not supposed to feel strong in a superhero game. What are you doing? This needs to be fixed immediately. And I was on them chat. Y'all were saying, you know, give Crystal Dynamics a break, give them time to fix this. Obviously, it was not intentional to make us feel powerful in a superhero game. They're going to fix it eventually. And to y'all credit, y'all were right. They definitely stepped it up. And Phil confirmed, next week they are fixing that damn Black Panther chess piece. So all you guys that were like, oh, all you guys that went out there getting the Black Panther chess piece that really wanted to use it but hated the fact that you had to be powerful while you're using it, perfect, great news, guys. Next week you don't have to worry about it anymore. You will not have to feel powerful with Black Panther anymore. They're going to fix that horrible chess piece. You'll never have to worry about feeling powerful again. Thank you Crystal Dynamics for giving the people what they want. That, bro, dubs all around, guys. I cannot wait. And bro, not only, I don't know if y'all caught this, not only is he fixing that broken chess piece that has been giving us all this trouble, but on top of that, they're going to fix Thor's cape, and there's a surprise in the patch. There's a surprise, guy. What other game developer does this for their customers, bro? Who else puts out a patch, announces they're doing a patch, tells you what they're going to fix, but leaves one thing out as a surprise? They're going to give us a surprise. What other dev? Forget Insomniac, forget Sucker Punch. Who's out there putting surprises in the patch for players? Stuff that they want, probably. Yes, it's not going to be sure, and yes, it's not going to be gear reroll. It's not going to be horror mode or anything like that, but it's a surprise. The point is, they're giving us a surprise. We're getting a surprise in next week's patch. What is it? Nobody knows. Will it be good? Who knows? Like, it might be fire. It might be terrible. Like, that's what this is all about, though. Nope. Like, it's old thinking to hear that a company is putting out a patch and knowing exactly what's in it. That's like 5 years ago. That's old thinking. Like, Crystal Dynamics is forward thinking. Don't tell people what they're going to get in a patch, leave something out, you know? So when you download the patch and you put it, you load it, everything, you load it up, you get a little surprise. You know, it's a little surprise. The surprise might be your IP address bouncing around your screen, but it's a surprise though. It's a surprise. And what other company is surprising people, bro? What other people surprises you with patches? How many games out here have the genius to surprise you with a patch by exposing your IP address? Who thinks of that? Crystal Dynamics is we're out here playing checkers. They're playing 8D chess. Like, come on, bro. How exciting is that to roll the dice with a patch? You might get something you love, you might get something you hate. Bro, that's lit. That is big brain. That's galaxy brain. That is galaxy brain thinking. Bro, look at this. This is awesome. I was just in POV. Did you see that? Did you see that bug? Yo. Even the Crystal Dynamics, even their bugs are fire, bro. Did you see that? I was in first person for a second. The game surprises you every time you're able to finish a whole level with no issues, right? Bro, how exciting is it to load up a mission in a game that's been out for a year and not know whether or not you're going to be able to finish the level, bro? Who does that? That's next level, bro. That is next level. That is gas. I'm personally, I don't know about y'all. I think I can say I speak for everybody when I'm so excited for next week. We got the anniversary of the game, and like, speaking of the anniversary, he said they're actually going to have the anniversary. They're actually going to have something. He said he can't tell us, bro. Do you know what that means? That means they're going to do something for the anniversary. Like, how thoughtful is that, bro? The game's been out for a year. Sure, you don't have an emote wheel. You don't have good loot. You don't have gear reroll. But the fact that they're going to acknowledge that the game's been out for a whole year, that's special, guys. That's real special. I'm personally touched. I'm emotional, and I don't even know what they're going to do for the anniversary. I just know it's going to be from the heart. A year of happiness, John Smith. I agree. A year of pure joy. That's exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly how I would describe the last year. A nameplate? Do you think they'll be? Come on now. You think they'll be that generous? I was just thinking they were just going to give us a message in the game like "Happy Anniversary," but you think we're going to get a nameplate on the 1 year anniversary of the game? Bro, you're crazy. A name? You think they'd be so generous as to give us a nameplate, bro? Yo. Yo, if we get a nameplate for the anniversary, I will lose it, bro. That would be amazing. I was just saying the other day, I wish we had more nameplates. Like, imagine if we get a 1 year nameplate. I don't know about y'all, but that's way better than that's better than an MCU skin. That's better than a roadmap. A 1 year anniversary nameplate. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but That would be insane. We wanted that whole year. You say we'll get a random... Because, all right, now you're crazy. Now I know you're crazy. This man said a nameplate and a consumable? Bro, you know consumables are paid now. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Crystal Dynamics is awesome. They've been so generous. There's no way they're going to give us a free consumable and a nameplate for the anniversary... For the 1 year anniversary of the game? No. Come on. Come on. Imagine a 2-hour consumable for the 1 year anniversary. That's crazy, bro. Next, what do you expect next? Doctor Strange has a playable character? Earnable credits? Come on. You guys are so fun. That's why I mess with you guys. You guys are so fun. This man said a 2-hour consumable for the 1 year anniversary. Imagine a 2-hour consumable on the 1 year anniversary. Come on, you guys are crazy. I'm all for a show of appreciation, but I don't want to be spoiled. Like I'm real. I pride myself on realism, and just being grateful for what I have. Yes, we don't have everything we want, but come on, they've pretty much given us what we want. There's only like a few things that we have to add, like after this, bro. 1 second, 100 XP boost. Come on. You guys are out there. Bro, imagine a 5-minute consumable that costs $5. That would be fire, bro. Jazz says 2 archers really made the game amazing. It's like you want a Kate Bishop who everybody cares about over a character like Doctor Strange that nobody knows about. I totally agree, man. I totally agree. It was a great decision on their part to not put out a character like Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch first, because you really with a AAA, this is a AAA Marvel game. You don't want to start with your big name. You don't want to start with tiny characters that people don't really know. You want to start with your big name characters. Your Kamala Khans, your Kate Bishops. You don't want someone some C-tier hero that barely anyone pays attention to unless they're a hardcore comic book nerd like Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange or Vision or anything like that. No, you want to save that for like the back end, after you've already established. So it was a brilliant, in my opinion, it was brilliant on their part to start with Kate Bishop and then work their way down. You have a massive character like Kate. Then you have another really big character like Hawkeye. And then because just of how crazy those drops were, they gave us some time and made us wait for Black Panther. Because if they gave us Black Panther like too soon, like we would have just lost it. This has been an overload. This has been an overload of just too much fire, bro. Can you imagine? Like, come on, no. But now that they're getting the heavy hitters out, you're gonna have She-Hulk next, potentially. Then we can start looking at the small time characters like Doctor Strange or Wolverine or anything like that. But you gotta get the big ones first. You gotta get the big ones first. So I totally agree with you. And personally, I gotta say, huge shout out to the chat. You guys were being like, I thought that you were going to just dunk on them the whole time. I thought the stream was going to, go bad, but you guys really rallied around Crystal Dynamics and Phil and showed so much love. And I definitely want to thank you guys. And I'm so glad that we were all in perfect agreement how amazing Phil was, because it would have been so crazy. It would have been so weird if there was some kind of disconnect. But I'm glad you guys we're always on the same page. You always got my back. Seriously, you guys are the best. Oh, thank you, Le Championship, for the 5. I appreciate you. Thank you. This is a celebratory day. We got big things coming next week. For those that missed it, for those that missed the dev stream, we got a patch dropping next week. There's going to be a surprise in it. We're not saying what, but it's going to be a surprise. You're probably going to like it, according to Phil. And they're finally going to fix Black Panther's chest piece, the one that makes you super powerful that everyone hates. They're going to, it didn't even take that long. Soon as people realized what was happening and it was making them super strong, Crystal Dynamics got right on it. They are fixing that right away. They know how much we hate powerful characters, so they're definitely going to get that out to us next week, so you don't have to worry about your Black Panther being too strong anymore. Game change. I totally agree. Game changing patch. Namir, exactly. Sadat just confirmed Wolverine. Crap. No, I didn't. Wolverine's not coming out. I didn't say anything. You said something. Who said something? That patch is going to be heat. Facts. That patch is going to be gas. Brandon, what you miss? You miss everything, bro. You missed the best dev stream we ever had, bro. Basically, next week, new patch. There's going to be they're going to fix Thor's cape. They're going to fix that broken chest piece for Black Panther. There's going to be a surprise, and they're going to acknowledge the 1-year anniversary. We might even get a nameplate. I mean, I'm not going to be too optimistic, but we might get a free nameplate or a paid one. Just might. And they're working on the roadmap, and they're going to have just so many questions answered once they get that new roadmap out. They're just going to be just dropping answers on us from the sky. It's going to be beautiful. When are we getting the Justice League? It's not something that they've announced yet, Dante, but they're always listening to feedback, considering what we want, what's possible. So they may not be currently ready to give details about the Justice League coming to the game, but keep giving feedback. They love when you do that, and they will always be willing to look into it and see what's possible. I should see the Discord server. So many chads. I know. I haven't been to the Discord lately because, quite frankly, it's just too alpha for me. I'm not used to that many chads, it being in one place. But I'll take your word for it. Hopefully next week we'll bring news about quality of life and roadmap. Thank you for for what is that, 10,000 something? Tony Kim, appreciate you. I don't know what that currency is, but 10,000 ain't cheap. Appreciate you. Phil, bro, how many? Now, I don't think people really fully grasp what Phil said there. He's a developer for a video game that plays the video game. Do you know how rare that is? And he admitted it. He actually plays the game that he develops. Who else out there cares that much about their product? I don't even know what is that won? Is that currency won? That could be like $100. It could be $5. Exchange rates are weird. Oh, it's nothing crazy, but always appreciate it for sure. Bro, imagine you think the whole team plays the game? Oh, that's right. He said we play the game. Bro, their whole all of them play the game? You missed the stream, Red Hook? Bro, how? Oh, you missed the best stream, bro. How do you miss the stream? Bro, that stream was amazing. They're fixing Black Panther's chess piece with a patch next week, which is going to include a surprise. They're working on the roadmap, which will be available soon. Maybe. I mean... And they're going to have there's going to be an anniversary. And there might be an MCU skin for Black Panther. Like, bro, they spoil us. Yeah, I checked out the analytics that translates to $10 US. Still ain't cheap. Appreciate you, my friend. Bro, not only do they... You're right. You're exactly right, Lord Humongous. Not only do they play the game, they actually listen to feedback. Nobody does that. Everybody maybe they say they listen to feedback, but they don't really. Crystal Dynamics actually listens to the feedback, plays their own game, and sometimes gives us stuff based on our feedback. Bush, my man, thank you. In case you missed the 5K stream, much love to you, my guy. Speaking of which, let's see how far we are until Tyversal has to devour some crickets. Oh, my man, you should be nervous, Tyversal. You should be nervous. You should be nervous. If we get 20 more subscribers, 21 more subscribers, Tyversal, our moderator, has to eat crickets live on stream. 21 more subscribers, and we're at 5,000. Coming for you, Tyversal. We're coming for you.
Screw the rules, I have money.
The championship. Thank you for the 2. You ain't letting up. I'm massacre. Yeah, you're right. I mean I have to massacre them with kindness because they're just so good to us. I mean, like, I've never experienced. I play games for a long time. I've never experienced a company that treats its players so well. Did I get gear from the Black Panther farm? I did. I'm rocking some of it right now. I got this one from... I got most of the pieces I'm wearing right now, actually. What happened to the roadmap? Man's Not Hot Dogs. Get this. They're working on the roadmap. They're getting the details ready. And once the roadmap is released, all our questions will be answered. In my opinion, knowing that they're working on it is better than actually seeing it. Can't wait to get spoiled with a green Black Panther, bro. I currently am impatiently waiting for that Gamma Black Panther skin. If you haven't already, start saving your credits, guys. That Gamma Black Panther skin is going to be amazing. Yeah, I'll criticize them for one thing. And they deserve this for sure. We didn't get the crash test Black Panther skin. Now I know there were so many people that just loved those crash test outfits for the Avengers, and they were disappointed that when Black Panther came out, they didn't update him with some of the older skins. And I definitely understand that. Not entirely their fault. They don't usually do that, but maybe in the future, if you guys keep giving them feedback, we'll get that Black Panther crash test outfit. But at the very least, we should get Gamma Black Panther. Cricket time is approaching. All you have left is the monitor, and your elite streaming setup will be complete. Yes, sir. I'm actually I just ordered a second monitor for my setup. Should be here by Sunday. That way I can do reaction videos and stuff with better quality, because it doesn't look nearly as good in terms of FPS if I use the Windows capture on OBS. If I use display capture, I get a much better picture for you guys. So I went ahead, bought a new monitor. You're welcome. How close are we now? Matter of fact, I'll just go to the live count. We're at 4,984. 16 subscribers away from Tyverso eating crickets. Thank you, Pearl Tekeru, for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang, bringing us one step closer. Ikme, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang, bringing us one step closer to Tyverso eating crickets. Grifter with the people, my guy, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Durag Gang. Tyverso is almost cricket time for our moderator, Tyverso. Almost cricket time. We're in the teens. Cap, Phil got you got me. You got me, Dante. I don't buy my own equipment. I'm actually, because I'm so nice to Crystal Dynamics, they were actually kind enough to finance my entire stream setup. I was like, yo, Phil, I'm trying to get a new monitor. And they were like, say less. Here's a pile of money. And because of that, I'm going to name my first child after Phil. Boy or girl? I'll say it's a possibility. To quote Phil, the great Phil. It is a possibility. It has not been announced yet that my firstborn will be named after Phil. But it is definitely a possibility. That's right, guys. all of the content creators for Marvel's Avengers are sponsored by CD. At least the good ones. Somebody leaked this on Reddit last month, I believe. But yes, all of the good content creators are sponsored by CD. We're just rolling in money. It may look like Crystal Dynamics is pretending that I don't exist. Some people have put out this conspiracy theory that because I ask tough questions and I'm critical of the game, that Crystal Dynamics is ignoring me and pretending that I don't exist. And to that I say, if that were true, how come I'm getting a brand new monitor this week? Answer me that. Answer me that, huh? Riddle me that, Reddit. If Crystal Dynamics was ignoring me because I ask too many tough questions and I don't let them slide, why am I the one getting a brand new monitor? Figure that one out, Sherlock Holmes. CD offered you a multi-million-dollar deal. Oh, Liam, you're a content creator too? What were the terms of your deal? I got mine was a 4-year, $85 million contract. What was yours? Did you get an early opt-out? Or do you have a player or team option on your CD contract? It's not been announced yet, but it's definitely everything is a possibility, guys. If there's one thing you can take away from the stream, is that everything is possible, which I think is truly a beautiful thing to think about. Truly, everything and anything is possible. I feel blessed, quite frankly, to be alive after what I witnessed today. You said they need to hurry up and drop She-Hulk? I agree. I hear some people, request Scarlet Witch. Like, come on, bro. Who's Scarlet Witch, bro? Who cares? Who cares about Scarlet Witch, bro? I agree. They definitely need to hurry up and drop She-Hulk. Luke Cage. There we go. Now we're talking. She-Hulk. Luke Cage. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy 1213 for the sub. Welcome to the Do-Rag Gang. Live subscriber count, guys. We're 9 subscribers away from 5,000. We're 9 away. Hold up. See if I could do the live sub count on stream. I want us all to bear witness. For when Tyverso has to eat crickets. It's gonna be glorious. I want us all to watch it together.
The laboratory boys.
Let's shrink this. There we go. Live counter. Mockingbird going to slap 2. 7 more, Tyversal. Jubilee. Oh man, has he eaten? As far as I know, Tyversal has never eaten crickets before in his life, but there is a first time for everything. I like Jubilee too. I would love Jubilee in this game. Dead crickets, they will in fact not be alive. He got them from Amazon. Amazon really sells everything. Oh, he was flying, bro. That's another thing. This game is crazy. Unexpected flying enemies, like what? Seven away, 6 subscribers away, 6 more subs, 6 more subs, Tyversal. What do I think of Midnight Suns? I thought the trailer was awesome. The game, probably not my thing. I'm not into tabletop type strategy games, but for those that are into that, and since 2K is publishing it, if you really love aggressive monetization, I think you're gonna love Midnight Sun. A year later, they just noticed flying characters have an easier time, right, bro? Nothing gets past them. They're on top of every detail about this game. Like after a year, it only took them a year to realize that melee characters were at a disadvantage compared to flying characters, bro. Only a year. Thank you, Dean Paul, kindly for the sub. Welcome to Durag Gang. 3 more, Tyversal. 3 more. There's 3 different flavors of cookies, and we'll try them all. You're gonna try them all. You're gonna have to. By the way, Tyversal, send me your Skype details. I'm gonna need them. 2 subs away, sir. 2 subs. 1 sub. Going back and forth. 1. We're almost there. You're almost. It's almost cricket time. Did I recommend a monitor? I did not. I don't know what your budget is. I just literally just got. All I needed was a portable monitor, so I just looked at whatever was well reviewed on Amazon. Hey, it's cricket time, guys. It is officially cricket time. 5K subs. Thank you guys so much. We started this channel back in March with a Hawkeye build video. And now here we are. 5,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, all jokes aside, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support you've shown me. I just started YouTube, and the amount of support you guys showed was incredible. Thank you, Guyton Bush, for the $4.99. You got 5 on it. That's $4.99. That's not 5, sir, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Happy 5K. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you, appreciate it. Congratulations, Tyversal. Let me know what them crickets taste like, my friend. Who knows? Maybe you'll like it. $5K subs. Wow. When I started this channel back in March of this year, I did not think I'd be sitting here in August with 5,000 subscribers. So, thank you guys, you crazy, crazy bastards. Do-Rag Gang for life. Here's the 5,000 more. Man's Not Hawkless been here since 1K. Thank you, thank you. Bro, that $80 million contract from CD, yo, that was clutch. And I get a performance bonus whenever I hit certain peaks. So hitting 5K subs, my contract kicks up a bonus of about $20 million.
The laboratory boys.
So CD definitely takes care of his content creators. Speech. Okay. First off, I want to thank my mama. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She gives me the strength to keep doing what I do. Shout out to my father for not being there and giving me the chip on my shoulder that I needed to persevere through hardships. Most importantly, though, I want to thank Crystal Dynamics for making what is undeniably the greatest game ever made. And not only doing that, but making it live service. So we're gonna continue getting updates pretty much forever. All free, all perfect, all amazing. I could not ask for a better game or a better community. You guys are seriously the greatest. Special shout out to Phil. You rock. I couldn't have done anything. Couldn't have done any of this without you guys. Special shout out to all my defenders for joining, becoming members, and keeping me entertained in the Discord. It definitely doesn't go unnoticed. You guys are awesome. You guys are the real MVPs here. Other than Phil and Andy, of course. Can never forget Phil. Honestly, I probably should have thanked Phil before my mom, but I think he'll understand because that's how much of a cool guy Phil is. Thank you, Lee Wei Ye, for the sub. Welcome to the Do-Rag Gang and the 5K Club. Thank you, Son Goku. Welcome to the Do-Rag Gang. Say what's up to Boma for me. Whatever, I agree. Whatever they're paying Phil, it's not enough. Phil definitely needs a raise. Real talk. What has your mom done for me compared to what Phil? You're absolutely right, Gabe. Nothing. Phil has definitely done way more for me than my mom ever has. So, my bad on that one, guys. I definitely should have thanked Phil first. That's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry, Phil. You're always number one in my heart. I literally don't have any alcohol in my house, so I can't take shots. If I took shots, it would be with water or sugarless soda. I don't have alcohol in the crib. Sorry. Drink for me, Bush. Man. Well, like God, thankfully, Phil does forgive. So I think he'll forgive me for that slight oversight. That major oversight. Excuse me. Matter of fact, I should have just let Phil write the speech for me. I mean, it would have been much easier. I had a feeling I could get 5K subs a day. So I definitely should have gone to Phil like, Phil, I know you do so much for me already, but could you write me a speech just in case I hit 5K subs a day? And you know what he would have did? He would have done it. Because that's the kind of guy Phil is. I'm definitely not eating crickets for 10K. I already said 10K. Y'all get somebody's getting a PS5. It's got to be this year though. 10K's got to be this year though. Who else prays the Phil before going to bed? I mean, doesn't everybody? I assumed everybody prayed to Phil. What are you doing if you're not praying to Phil? Who you praying to? He would have definitely said he'll do it soon. And you know what? He would have meant it. When Phil says soon, you know he means it. Who doesn't pray to Phil? What kind of godless heathens don't pray to Phil? Like what? It's not even a possibility that people don't pray to Phil. What are you talking about? Not praying to Phil. You have a picture of him on a wall. You should. You think we got to stop praising Phil? CD also should get some credit. Oh, I always give credit where credit is due. CD is amazing. I thought I've been saying that. Phil is not alone. CD is a family, like Dom Toretto said. Family is everything. CD sends Phil out there, tells him what he can say, and then Phil just blesses us with what in my opinion is poetry. So cannot forget CD, for sure. At the end of the day, it is all about family. Oof. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm overwhelmed with emotion, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to work on a recap video. I'm going to, gather myself. I'll get out a recap video this weekend, just recapping just all the amazing things we got today on this dev stream. And I should have that out Saturday or Sunday. Sunday's when I usually put out the recap for everybody. Saturday for the members. Look out for that. Just to relive this amazing experience in a shortened fashion. Thank you once again for matter of fact, when should we do it Monday? We'll do the 5K special stream on Monday featuring Ty Versal. Can you start the game session at 12? Yes, we can, moderator Ty Versal. Whatever you need to get prepared for them crickets. Monday is the 5K special. Ty Versal, get them crickets ready. Give me your Skype information, sir. It's going down. I'm Sadat the Gamer, signing out.